We are live here at the Mocha Club offices. I'm Annie Downs, and I have a very bad voice tonight, unfortunately. I'm really sorry. There'll be a lot of coughing and laughter.
Coughing and merriment.
Coughing and merriment. Who else I'm Annie, so.
I'm Lindsay. I have an online store called Lindsay Letters. And Annie's friend.
That's right.
Yes. I'm also Annie's friend. Most important thing you should know about me, I'm Jessie Connolly. I blog at Naptime Diaries, and I run a shop, naptimediariesshop.com.
And I'm Lizzie, and I was chosen for the Purpose Project.
To go with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we are all members of the team that was going to Kenya this week. Last fall at the Influence Conference, when I heard Marissa from Mocha Club talk about having a Purpose Project, I thought, you know what I've always wanted to do is see New Dawn. So, but that meant we were going to have to raise a lot of money. So in February, we set out in a Mocha Club project, or a Purpose Project, to raise $10,000 to go toward New Dawn. The goal was to raise money in order to remodel 4 classrooms that are just really old. The amazing thing is that New Dawn makes their buildings out of shipping containers, really huge shipping containers that come over. And so they're great because they're already put together and they're metal, but they get really hot, as you can imagine. And so what we've been able to do with the $12,000 we raised is for those 4 classrooms, 1 for each grade. There are 160 students in the high school, so 40 per grade. We've gotten to give them new floors, walls, ceilings, so that the classroom learning environment is just a way better environment. You know, one thing, Jessie, I would love for you each to kind of say, but would you start, like, what made you decide, because we kind of planned this Purpose Project and didn't really invite anyone on the trip until we were sure we were going to get to go. And what made this project something that you wanted to be a part of?
Yeah. Well, I told Annie when her and Marissa first brought the idea of going to Kenya, going to see New Dawn to me, I had always wanted to really be a part of a Mocha Club project, go do whatever I could do. But, you know, I have 4 kids, and that's a lot, and can we make that happen? And then when they told me what the project was, I was like, oh, done, totally, I'm in. And it's because it was for a school, and I have 3 school-age kids, and they go to a neighborhood school in an urban area, and their school was just totally redone and totally revamped. And before that, our neighborhood was like, it's like a very typical American story, right? So our neighborhood was really urban and really, like, there was a lot of trouble and the kids were all having a hard time. And then the city rallied and we're like, we're going to raise all this money, we're going to redo the school. And now it's this beautiful hub of creativity and education and life and culture. And I get to drop my kids off there every day and see what happens in their hearts and in their minds, and see how they interact with their classmates, and how their school is like the lifeblood of our neighborhood. And my church even meets at our school. Like, it's a big deal in our life. And so I just, like, it hit me in my core deep. Like, I can't be so excited for my kids to have this school and this education, and know about other kids who don't have that and have the ability to do something so easy about it, and not just do it, not just go, not just raise the money.
And something that resonates with me so much in Mocha Club is how far the American dollar goes anywhere else. I mean, we were just talking about teachers' salaries, and it's like $6,500 a year.
Yeah.
And compared to here, which is $55,000, and it's just like, it boggles my mind how doing so little can do so much.
Yeah.
And I want to be that kind of person. I want to be the kind of person that wants to make a big sacrifice, but I especially want to be the kind of person that makes a small sacrifice. I think just sometimes I get so wrapped up in my daily routine, I forget, like, I want to make a difference. It just, I get carried away with the day, and one day turns into more days, turns into years or months that I just didn't.
Yeah.
And so, especially thinking about the New Dawn school, I thought $10,000 is a lofty goal, but how far does that go? How could I say no to wanting to be a part of that and to get to see it firsthand? I mean, it's awesome, but in my heart, I just have to be like, that's happening. That good news is still there, and it's happening, and I'm just excited to be a little itty tiny part.
I tell people this all the time when they say, like, I see you do stuff with Mocha Club, or I see you know them, and I'll say, like, yes, and they'll say, like, what do you think about them? And the first thing I always say is, like, the first day I went to the Mocha Club offices, I was like, these people are, like, genuinely real. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not a like get rich scheme for anyone. They are genuinely taking as much of every penny as they can to make a massive difference. And that's why we were going to Kenya, was to say, like, look at this. So I think of women like me. I think of people like me who like hear the cries of the nations all around us, and we hear the cries of our neighbors, and we don't know what to do, and we feel overwhelmed, and we're saying, like, do you have $18? Like, you've got $18.
Yeah.
You can do something literally right now that changes the lives of students in a nation where they need change.